How many ways can the letters in Edmonton be arranged if repetitions are not allowed? Pause the video and organize the information about this question. There are 8 letters to be arranged. Watch out, there are 2 sets of repeated letters, 2 O's and 2 N's. We can arrange 8 letters in 8 factorial ways. Divide out the repetitions to get the answer, 10,080. Now we'll move on to part B. A bookshelf has n fiction books and 6 non-fiction books. If there are 150 ways to choose 2 books of each type, how many fiction books are on the bookshelf? Pause the video and organize the information about this question. The sample set has an unknown number of items, subdivided into n fiction books and 6 non-fiction books. We are choosing 4 books from the sample set, 2 fiction books and 2 non-fiction books. This is a single case because we do not restock and redraw from the sample set. We can choose 2 fiction books in n choose 2 ways, and we can choose 2 non-fiction books in 6 choose 2 ways. Multiply to get 150 ways to select 2 books of each type. Six choose 2 equals 15. Divide both sides by 15 to get n choose 2 equals 10. Use guess and check in the calculator to get n equals 5. There are 5 fiction books. Now we'll move on to part C. How many different pathways exist between points A and D? Pause the video and organize the information about this question. The path ABD has 3 times 2 equals 6 pathways using the fundamental counting principle. The path ACD has 1 times 2 equals 2 pathways using the fundamental counting principle. Add the results of the 2 cases to get 8 pathways. Now we'll move on to part D. How many numbers less than 60 can be made using only the digits 1, 5, and 8 if the numbers formed may contain repeated digits? Pause the video and organize the information about this question. Numbers less than 60 include both 1-digit and 2-digit numbers, so there are multiple cases to consider. There are 3 options for the 1-digit number. The 2-digit number must be less than 60, so there are 2 options for the first position, 1 or 5. Any digit can go in the second position. There are 6 options for the 2-digit number. Add the results. 3 plus 6 equals 9 numbers can be made. Now we'll move on to part E. A particular college in Alberta has a list of approved prerequisite courses. 5 courses are required for admission to the college. Math 30-1 or Math 30-2 and English 30-1 are mandatory requirements, and at least 1 science course must be selected as well. How many different ways could a student select 5 courses on their college application form? Pause the video and organize the information about this question. There are 3 cases: 1 math, 1 science, 1 English, and 2 others; 1 math, 2 science, 1 English, and 1 other; and 1 math, 3 science, and 1 English. Add the cases to get 92 possible selections. Now we'll move on to part F. How many ways can 4 bottles of different spices be arranged on a spice rack with holes for 6 spice bottles? Pause the video and organize the information about this question. We can represent the 4 spice bottles with the letters A, B, C, and D. The 2 spaces can be represented with the letters S and S. A sample arrangement is A, B, S, S, C, D. We can arrange 6 items in 6 factorial ways. There are repeating S's, so divide out 2 factorial. There are 360 ways to arrange the spice bottles in spaces. Now we'll move on to part G. If there are 8 rock songs and 9 pop songs available, how many unique playlists containing 3 rock songs and 2 pop songs are possible? Pause the video and organize the information about this question. The sample set has 17 songs, subdivided into 8 rock songs and 9 pop songs. We need to select 5 songs, 3 rock and 2 pop, for the playlist. This can be done in 8 choose 3 times 9 choose 2 ways. Now that the 5 songs have been selected, arrange them into a playlist in 5 factorial ways. 8 choose 3 times 9 choose 2 times 5 factorial equals 241,920 playlists. Now we'll move on to part H. A hockey team roster contains 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goalies. During play, only 6 players are allowed on the ice: 3 forwards, 2 defensemen, and 1 goalie. How many different ways can the active players be selected? Pause the video and organize the information about this question. There are 20 players in the sample set, subdivided into 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goalies. From the sample set, choose 3 forwards, 2 defensemen, and 1 goalie. There are 6,600 ways active players can be selected.